Welcome to the eCalculator. This is an online tool for dimensioning of electric and hybrid marine system architectures. Choose Marine if you are working with marine vessels. The tool is easy to use and provides you comprehensive powertrain design, including electrical layout and detailed component selection for your vessel. Let's start with basic details of the project you are working with. Select the type and size of your vessel. In this example, we will design a medium-sized workboat. Next, choose your electrification type. Parallel and serial hybrid include combustion engine power source, or full electric, which means the vessel is purely battery-powered. This tool will provide you an initial proposal, and you can modify the design later on. Now you are ready to start your project. Choose Edit this configuration. You will now see the Generic tab, where you can decide more detailed settings. You can choose how many DC links you need. DC links are the backbones of Editron system. All the components are connected to DC link, and the power is being transferred through them. In the Route Portion section, you can define how the vessel is operated. This is crucial for hybrid or full electric vessel because this information is used for selecting optimal battery size for your project. You can modify existing route portion by clicking the pen icon and add a new portion by clicking the Add Route Portion button. Choose duration and needed power in kilowatts. Choose power source, battery or genset, and the main power source. You also need to choose how much of the power source is used for battery charging. Once you are done with route portion selections, click Confirm. The route is now added to your project. Lastly, fill in the project information and save the project. Now you can move forward to the actual design by clicking one of the category icons above. Design process is divided into two main parts: defining components which consume electricity, marked with red color, and components which produce electricity, marked with green color. In consumers, we define what are the performance requirements for each consumer type and how many units are required for your project. On the producer side, you define what kind of performance is required from your main power sources, but the eCalculator will automatically select the optimum quantity of the components on your behalf. You can also decide to do that manually. On this design view, you can see the single-line diagram. It will be updating simultaneously while you design. You can also clearly see where your components are in the diagram by moving your mouse on the parameter line. The chosen parameter components, for example propulsion, will be highlighted with coloring on the diagram. The DC links are marked as the black horizontal lines in the center of diagram. The consumers are always shown below the DC link, and the producers are shown above the DC link. On the bottom of the design view, you'll find the full component list included in the design you've built. All components are Danfoss Editron components. Next, let's look a bit more how to modify your design. For example, how to add a module. In this example, we'll be adding a thruster. Click Add Component. First, we'll give it a description and select that in which DC link we want to connect it with. Next, we'll give the quantity of thrusters and define the performance parameters. Power is the thruster propeller power. Speed is the propeller speed. And the gear ratio is the transmission ratio between the propeller and the electric motor shaft. If the propeller is directly coupled to the electric motor shaft, set this gear ratio volume to 1. Inverter AC switch is a disconnector, which is used to separate the permanent magnet motor from the DC links, for example, in case of maintenance. This selection is available in categories where rotating machines are used. Finally, all consumer modules which are selected to be essential will be matched with equal producer power when producers are automatically selected. Once you are done with the definition, click Save Component, and the module has now been added to the single-line diagram, and all components needed has been selected and added to the list. Note that on the producer side, the eCalculator has automatically added the optimum quantity of power sources. Once you are happy with the design, you can save the project. We recommend that you create a user account, which will allow you to save projects with your own modifications and continue working on them later. You can also print the results and send them to your email. We hope that you enjoy the eCalculator tool and have many successful electrification projects in the future.